What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk Jerwin Ancajas, okay? Versus Tacoma Inoue, okay? This is a pretty good matchup, man. And it's been on my radar. And I wanted to tell you guys about a couple picks that I might put in. You guys got to understand that boxing is a business, and people do make bets. So smash that like button and subscribe, man. And I'm definitely putting this fight on an extreme upset alert. Tacoma anyway, if you guys don't know, he's 18-1, okay, with 4 knockouts. Okay, so if you guys are just watching, smash that like button and subscribe. But 4 knockouts, you guys. Okay, he's been in 18 fights, and he fought Nordane, Obula, and he was 16-0. He lost to him, and that was his only loss. He wound up getting dropped, and he wound up trying to come back in that fight, but eventually, it was a little bit too late. One of the judges had it 112 to 115. Another judge had it 107 to 120, and then another judge had it 110 to 117. So it was and that was for the WBC World Bantamweight, um, you know, um, World Bantamweight um, Championship. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a good fight, man. This is gonna be a good fight. Jerwin Ancajas. You guys know him. Yeah, he's. If you guys don't know, Jerwin Ancajas is 34 wins, 23 losses. 23 losses. 34-3 with 23 big wins by way of knockout, you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe. But yeah, man. Jerwin Ancajas is a good fighter. That's why I have this on upset alert. Inoue is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Inoue. Inoue's done, done what he's could from what he worked with, but this is not Noe Inoue. This is not his brother. This is Noe Inoue's younger brother, Takuma. Okay, and just 5 years ago, it's been 5 years, but he suffered his only defeat. He's came back and won. Tacoma Inoue has came back and won a couple after that. So he's got a good winning streak going and stuff like that. And I still think that I don't know. I just still think that it could happen again. It could happen again. He lost to uh, Nordine Obula, and I think Nordine Obula. I think he's a good fighter. I'm not putting anything past him, but I think Ancajas is better than him. To me, you know, I think he's better than him. Smash that like button and subscribe. So, Inoue strung off, a win in 2021, 2021. 2021, he fought Kita Herrera. You know, that was a good fight. Kita Carrera, excuse me. And 15-5, he wind up winning by a decision. Yeah. And then he fought Shingo Wake, 27-6. I don't know, man. I mean, some of the guys he's fought, 28-8, another one. And these are all wins that he's got, but these are not really Jerwin Ancajas. It's like you put all of these fighters in place, but none of these guys are amounting to anything in my eyes that Jerwin Ancajas is going to bring, this Saturday coming up, you guys. I think Jerwin Ancajas is gonna win this fucking fight, and I think he's gonna win it by knockout. Let's just call a spade a spade. We're not here to play around. Jerwin Ancajas is, he does have that killer mentality. He has that, that it factor as well. He's been in there, with way tougher fighters than Takuma Inoue. I'm not taking anything away from Inoue, but he's not like his brother. He's not like his brother. I think his brother is, I don't know. I mean, they just didn't get the power gene. The power gene didn't transfer over to Takuma Inoue. It just didn't. Inoue Inoue has special power, and that's what makes him a special fighter. I'm from what I'm seeing. I'm just being blunt and I'm just being calling what it is. I think Takuma Inoue is an overachiever. I think he's actually done. I think he's done good. I think he's done great for what he's working with. I don't know if he's not listening to his father because we've seen Inoue. In no way Inoue have a completely different style, completely different way he's coming at the ring, and I just think he's an all-around better fighter. Inoue, no way Inoue. They fight two totally different styles. Takuma Inoue is more, he's coming in, he's trying to pick shots. You know, he doesn't have a consistent jab, is what I'm trying to explain to you. And when you don't have a consistent jab, you kind of all, you find yourself all over the place sometimes. And I think that's how he was lost to Nabali, not being able to, have that jab, and stuff like that, and just not being as consistent, in my personal opinion, with the jab. And I think that's gonna actually, haunt him possibly in this fight, versus Jerwin Ancajas. Ancajas is, like I said. What's going on, everybody? I had to make sure I had to get everything straight. Excuse me about that. Damn, timer went off. But yeah, man, we're back right at it, man. It's Corley Boxing back with another banger. You guys know, you already know, man. Corley Boxing, man. You already see the shirt, you see the merch. Um, but yeah, Jerwin Ancajas is 34-3 with 2 draws, okay? But he's got 23 big wins by way of knockout. Mind you, Takuma Inoue is right now, he's only got 4 knockouts. He's 18-4. He's 18-1, 1 loss, 4 knockouts. And this, to me, you're a fucking world champion and you have 4 knockouts out of, 20 fights. Almost 20 fights. He's had 19 fights. This will be his 20th fight. Now, if he comes in here and he knocks out Jerwin Ancajas, I'm gonna have to, eat my words. That's just what it is. But I think that Jerwin Ancajas can win this fight, and I think he will win this fight. I think he will win this fight. I can see I can see Ancajas actually hurting Inoue, in about the 7th or 8th round. And I think he's gonna have to break Inoue down. I think he's gonna have to break him down, and he's gonna have to show him that he's the boss and he's the one dictating the pace and he's the one pressing the pace, and having success. I think he's gonna have success against Inoue because I've seen Inoue dropped, I've seen Inoue hurt, and I didn't like what I seen out of him. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you get dropped like that, you don't just get dropped like that and then all of a sudden 5 years later you have a granite chin. You know, I mean, you get dropped like that, and you get hurt like that. Like I seen him in his other fight. You know, when you get dropped like that and you get hurt like that, you have to, you know, be wary of that. And I think that right now, Jerwin Ancajas is catching Inoue at the perfect time. You know, I just think that, you know, Inoue, he's done as much as he possibly could. You know, I'm literally like stringing the joint, you know, dry, like just wringing it. Like I'm just getting every ounce of bit of sweat and just, you know, out of Inoue, and just determination, hard work, you know, out of him. And he still, I think, is gonna come up short. You know, I just think Ancajas is that type of fighter where he could stop Inoue. And I mean, I know a lot of people might be like, well, Corey, right now, I believe if I was looking lately, I haven't looked at the odds, you know, as of right now. But last I checked, I think the knockout for Ancajas is possibly like plus 400 or plus 900, something like in the hundreds. And I think that that's a good bet, you know, in my eyes, you know, because I think that that could happen, you know. I would put some money on it. You know, I would. I think Jerwin Ancajas is a good enough fighter. He's been a former world champion. You know, he's fought really good names, and I think that he has enough to, you know, dethrone Inoue. You know, Inoue's only had, this would be his second title defense. You know, because he won it against Solis in 2023, and then he's had a on it. Yeah, so this will be his first defense. Excuse me. You know, he's got a fight this weekend on February 24th, 2024. You guys, it's going down. You know, in Tokyo, Kokugikan. You know, Tokyo. It's for the WBA World Bantamweight Championship, and I think that Jerwin Ancajas is going to be too much for Inoue. I think he's going to press the action. I think he's going to be throwing, you know, hooks that will land, and I just see a lot of openings for, you know, Jerwin Ancajas. If he fights his fight, I can see him stopping Inoue, and I would put it like a light, I put some money on it for sure. You know, I really think that Ancajas is gonna I think he's gonna win this fight. You know, and every time I keep playing it back in my head over and over and over, and the more I think about it, every outcome I see is just Jerwin Ancajas winning by stoppage, because you're in Tokyo, you're in Inoue's backyard, okay? When you're in Inoue's backyard like that, you got to be wary of the judging out there in Japan. You know, I think that Ancajas is gonna have to go for the knockout. You know, it shouldn't have to be like that, but I think it's gonna have to be like that. You know, I think he's gonna have to go for the knockout. You know, there's no two ways about it. You know, you're in Tokyo, you know, Japan, uh, and you know, it's gonna be, you know, but them Japan fans are quiet. You know, them Japan fans are quiet. They're quiet. You know, they're quiet fans. You're not gonna hear a whole lot of yelling and, you know, chirping in the background and, you know, stuff like that. You're gonna hear a quiet boxing fan base that are quiet, and I guess it's a sign of respect. Um, you know, being that quiet and watching the fight. Um, but you know, it's pretty quiet, man. And I'm talking about thousands of fans I've heard quiet like that. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. Jerwin Ancajas right now, he's being very respectful on the build up. Let me guys show you you know, some of the pictures that I had of, you know, both guys, and yeah. So right here, you guys, we have, you know, Inoue, um, you know, the father of Noe Inoue, Mr. Inoue, and, you know, I just think that he's an awesome trainer. You know, to get just to get, I mean, look what he's producing. He's produced two world champions. You know, he's produced two world champions. So when you produce two world champions, you know, you're pretty good. I mean, let's be honest. You don't produce two world champions just by just by luck. I mean, yeah, Takuma Inoue isn't the strongest champion that we've ever seen in our lifetime. And, I'm not saying he's the weakest either, but I'm just saying at this time, Takuma Inoue has overachieved. He's been a world champion. He can say that, you know, but he's just, to me, at that elite level, he does not have what it takes to win at that elite level. Now, he could prove me wrong this Saturday, and I'm gonna be watching, but the fight that I see, Jerwin Ancajas, knowing that he can't get, a decision. I don't think he's gonna get a close decision. I don't think he's gonna get a decision at all, man. In Japan, I think if it's a close fight, it's gonna go to Takuma Inoue, and I mean, but if for some, somehow, some way, which could possibly happen, German Ancajas could just beat the shit out of him for 12 rounds, and Inoue take it, because we seen him get hurt. We seen Takuma Inoue get hurt, and dropped and come back and finish the fight. So he's never been stopped. So he does have heart. If he doesn't have anything else, he has heart. He's got his family, his father, and his brother by his side. And they're gonna be cheering him on. But there's only but so much you can cheer on. I mean, either you got it or you don't. I don't think Takuma Inoue has that it factor. And I think he's gonna get stopped. I think he's gonna get stopped. He's getting iced Saturday morning. I think it's at 4 a.m. Saturday morning. It's going down, you guys. And yeah, hold tight. So yeah, man. I mean, right now that's what it is. You know, both guys are ready. Both guys are, ready to get this on, man. They're ready to get this on. And right now I'm ready to see it. I want to see how these two guys do it. I want to see if these guys can actually really put on a show, and go back and forth and bang, which I think that they're gonna be in the center of the ring, and I don't think either one is gonna be harder to find. And I think this is gonna be a up close and person. Like I just think it's gonna be an up close fight. The more I think about it, the more I replay it in my mind. Everything, all signs are pointing to this being could possibly be a slugfest. Um, you know, Anka Haas, yeah, Tacoma doesn't have that many knockouts, but he it's not like he's not trying to put the pressure on some of these guys. You know, it's not like he's not trying to put the pressure on some of these guys. So I don't know. I just think that I think he's good. I think that Jerwin Ancajas is gonna win this fight, man, and that's just what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Um, yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man, about this. This fight. Like I said, it's going down this February, the 24th. Wow, 2/24, 2024. Wow. I never looked at it like that. 02/24, 2024. Yeah, so hey, I don't know, man, but right now I got Uncle House winning. I'm gonna come to you guys with another live stream in a minute. I'm coming back to back tonight, man, with another banger, man. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be coming with another live stream right here, right after this, you guys. Okay, we're on a different topic. Smash that like button and subscribe.